It's 10 trivia questions on money and heists, brought to you by crowdpur.com. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. So glad you decided to check out this show today. Whether you're listening in real time, maybe when I posted it, or in the far, far future. That would be very cool. Maybe it's 2030, and it has been 8 years since we posted this episode. Shout out to you, 2030ers. I hope that I'm still paying for the podcast hosting then, so that you can enjoy this for the rest of all of our lives. That'd be cool, huh? Today's episode on money and heists. And speaking of money, you can win $1 million on a new Netflix show called BS. And my friend Brian Harris was on this show from the northeastern part of the country. So go watch BS with Howie Mandel as the host. A bunch of other people I know on this show popping up here and there every time I watch a new episode. It's very fun. You have to answer trivia questions, but if you are the person in control of the questions, you can BS your answer, and if people agree with you or disagree, you move on, even if you get it wrong, if someone believes you. So it's kind of cool. It's a fun idea, and shout out to listener and quarantine trivia player over the last couple of years, Brian Harris, for kicking some butt. Saw him on the trailer quite a bit. He's been posting about it on social media. Very cool to see. We have your Geek Out challenges before we get into money and heists. Here are those challenges. Name 6 non-animated Disney films. Name 2 actors who have played themselves on TV shows. For books, name 2 pulp magazine characters. For songs, name 4 songs about missing someone. And for miscellaneous, name 4 actors who have played a race that is not their own. That last one, kind of controversial. But, you know, they used to do that all the time in yesteryear. So try and think of 4 of them. We have money and heist trivia coming up 1 through 11. Let's see how you do. See if you can rob the bank with these answers. Here we go. It's money and heist question number 1. What Depression-era gangster robbed dozens of banks and 4 police stations before being fatally shot outside a Chicago movie theater in 1934? Who is that Depression-era gangster? Number 1. Number 2, what kind of masks do the bank robbers don in the action film Point Break? Number 2, what kind of masks do the bank robbers don in the action film Point Break? Number 3, over $282 million, the second largest sum in heist history, was stolen from a bank in blank. In 2007, was it Germany, England, or Iraq? Germany, England, or Iraq? Number 4, what 1990s crime flick features the 1978 Lufthansa heist at JFK International Airport, the largest cash robbery up to that point in U.S. history? Number 4. Number 5, what famous artist was briefly suspected of stealing the Mona Lisa in 1911? Question number 6, what outlaw with the initials BC committed his first bank robbery in Telluride, Colorado in 1889, netting the modern equivalent of $600,000? What outlaw with the initials BC committed his first bank robbery in Telluride, Colorado in 1889, netting the modern equivalent of $600,000? Number 7, fancy dark grayish blue is the official color of what often sought museum treasure? Number 7, fancy dark grayish blue is the official color of what often sought museum treasure? Number 8, who plays Josh Kovacs in the 2011 comedy Tower Heist? Who plays Josh Kovacs in the 2011 comedy Tower Heist? And question number 9, what casino do the characters steal from in Ocean's 11? What casino do the characters steal from in Ocean's 11? Question number 10, what media epithet was used to refer to an unidentified man who hijacked a Boeing 727 aircraft in 1971? What did they call that man in 1971? Your bonus question for Money and Heists for 2 points. The biggest lottery winning ever in 2016 was $1.586 billion given to 3 tickets. Name 2 out of 3 states that sold the winning tickets. Those are all your questions on Money and Heists. We'll be back with the answers after this noise. We are back in the building with the answers to Money and Heists. Let's see what kind of scam you pulled getting some of these correct. Number 1, what Depression-era gangster robbed dozens of banks and 4 police stations before being fatally shot outside a Chicago movie theater in 1934? John Dillinger. Number 1, John Dillinger. Number 2, what kind of masks do the bank robbers don in the action film Point Break? They are dressed as different past presidents, U.S. presidents. Number 3, over $282 million, the second largest sum in heist history, was stolen from a bank in Iraq in 2007. Not Germany, not England, but Iraq. Number 4, what 1990s crime flick features the 1978 heist at JFK International Airport? That's Goodfellas. Goodfellas. Number 5, what famous artist was briefly suspected of stealing the Mona Lisa in 1911? Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso. Number 6, what outlaw with the initials BC committed the first bank robbery in Telluride, Colorado in 1889, netting about $600,000 modernly? Butch Cassidy, BC. You know him in The Sundance Kid. Number 7, fancy dark grayish blue is the official color of what often sought museum treasure, the Hope Diamond, which I live about 5 hours from. Going to take the kids this summer to see the Hope Diamond. Number 8, who plays Josh Kovacs in the 2011 comedy Tower Heist? No one ever has talked about this movie ever in the history of film. I'm putting it on record. No one's ever been like, have you seen Tower Heist? It's just one of those movies that escaped everyone. It's Ben Stiller. Eddie Murphy's in this movie. Ben Stiller. Alan Alda. A lot of people. Number 9, what casino did the characters steal from in Ocean's 11? The Bellagio. The Bellagio famously gave them access to all of their security systems to make the film authentic, including their actual vaults. Number 10, what media epithet was used to refer to an unidentified man who hijacked a Boeing 727 aircraft in 1971? D.B. Cooper. D.B. Cooper. And the bonus for 2 points, the biggest lottery winning ever was in 2016 with $1.5 billion given to 3 tickets. Name 2 out of 3 states that sold the winning tickets. Florida, California, Tennessee. So there you go. Those are the 3 biggest states trying to win $1 billion back in 2016. I remember that being a big deal. My mom called me several times to be like, did you get your ticket? You have to get a ticket. I was like, all right, Mom. That was today's episode. I hope you had a great time listening, having fun, playing along, and answering trivia questions. I got a fact of the day for you. It's a short one. Queen Elizabeth II is a trained mechanic. That's right. As a teenager, she became a mechanic. Look it up. Queen Elizabeth II is a trained mechanic. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.